people. It's been a while, or it's not been a while. I don't know. We're eventually going to have a schedule for this kind of thing, but it's when I make it. It's when everyone's available. Anyway, so tonight, or today, or this afternoon, or whenever the hell you're watching this, there's me. There is our usual beautiful co-host, Mr. Patrick O'Neill. Say hello, Patrick.
Hello.
Yeah, that one. But we've also got a guest, and it's not Egerton for once. It's the other one, Raj from Tech Bros. Hello, Raj.
Hello, hi, hello.
Hi. So this is a slightly special episode, and not just because of Raj. Hi, buddy. But because this is acting as our season 1 finale, because we're wanting to take a wee bit of time off, reshuffle, work things out, maybe reorganize this. What I've been like, my flat isn't that decorated. Patrick can tell you. I just put all this shit behind me just to fill up a big bit of white space so my webcam has something interesting in the background. And it's shit.
I mean, you say it's not very decorated, but I always found it impressive.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much, you sexy bastard. So we're having a bit of chat. Rounding out this third of a year. Hopefully we're something chill. And we're going to start off with, well, what's happened since the last episode. Unfortunately, and this is quite tragic, that, of course, Chadwick Boseman died, the actor who I think was famous playing for Black Panther. He did pass. Nothing but love goes out to his family and also any of your fans, because the man was a heckin' legend. Seriously. There's literally nothing bad about him. Even the film, which was shit, he was really good in it. Just made me sad.
What film was... Wait, which film are you talking about?
I'm talking about literally anything the man acted in. Screw it. I could literally say Black Panther and just end the list.
No. You're saying that anything he was in that was shit, he was still good in? Like what?
I mean,
Was it that 21 Bridges film, maybe? Because it had, what was it, J.K.
Oh, no, it wasn't
Simmons
that. It wasn't that. It was like Message for a King, and he just beats... It's like a revenge... It wasn't bad. It just wasn't great. And he's like a revenge thing, and he's beating the crap out of guys with like a bicycle chain. And it's like, that is the most... Like, I've been hit with a bicycle chain before, because remember in the early 2000s when idiots would wear them on their jeans? I used to do that because I was an idiot. So I've been hit with them before. They're not that... They hurt, but it's like not that threatening. I was like, kind of crap. But, he was good, you know.
He was in that other one, the baseball one. Was it Jesse Owen? Was it? No, Jesse Owen's the runner.
I know you're on about it. It is a baseball film. I can't remember one name of it. But he also played James Brown in The Get Down. Goddamn.
That's right, yes.
But
also the Five Bloods as well, the Spike Lee film.
Yeah, I've not seen it yet.
Five Bloods?
Yeah, is that the one?
Five Bloods, I think.
Is that the one he won the Oscar for? Spike Lee, Boseman.
Is this a recent film or
last year or the year before? I think
it's quite recent. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, this goes back to your.
It's on Netflix now. If you want to watch it.
Oh, I might actually. Yeah. But yeah, this goes back to your old podcast because it was a film podcast, and that was fun. It was nice. The first podcast where someone said the word "fuck" on the old website Nerdex. That person was me. Hi. But moving past the unfortunate news, but yeah, there's a list of films you probably go watch, or go watch the one of the better Marvel movies of Civil War. Raymond his introduction, because holy shit.
I will say though that the cinema near me, they did a re-screening of Black Panther.
Oh, did they?
Probably a couple of days after. I did actually go to see it.
Annoyingly, it's the only Marvel movie I've not seen in the cinema. Not counting
Really?
Yeah, not counting anything I was too young to see, like the Blade movies, or I think the last X-Men movie, because it looked like right, and I didn't want to watch it. But the Marvel ones, because at the time I was when I was bartending in Belfast, so I was on night shifts the entire time. So I'll see it. A month passed without a blink of an eye going, I missed the cinema. But yeah, it was the first one I missed. I was like, and then I got to see it when
one of the things that people forget about Black Panther, especially with Chadwick Boseman's performance, is that he's quite stoic and quite composed, particularly in the first half. He doesn't really say a lot. He kind of observes a lot of what's happening, and he's has obviously this internal conflict of how he's essentially going to bring Wakanda into the modern age, essentially. And before he's able to then have that sort of resolve that conflict, he then is, well, I mean, if you've seen the film, you know that there's obviously stuff happens, but then he actually undergoes like a character change, which is quite rare in a superhero film, that you actually understand his motivations, you understand how he becomes sort of a different character by the end of it as well. And so I think part of that is obviously the writing of the film, but I think it's the performance as well.
His performance is, well, it grinds the whole film, because a lot of people will talk about Andy Serkis or Michael B. Jordan, both with amazing good reasons. They kind of steal a lot of scenes they're in, but most of it's just him. Even just giving a look into the distance is like.
Sorry, which one was Andy Serkis? Was he Claw?
Yeah, he's Claw.
He's Claw.
Yeah. Like, do you want my mixtape? I've got a mixtape. It's like, fuck's sake. Okay, so yeah, go watch Civil War, Black Panther, and then both of the Infinity War movies. Anyway, something happened either last night or night before. Now, I know we try not to do Resident Evil too much because I know both me and Patrick are a bit fanboys with it. Raj, I can't speak for you, but me and him really love a bit of Resident Evil. So Netflix Portugal, this is the bit that gets me. It's fucking Netflix Portugal did this. They accidentally leaked the entire trailer for the brand new animated Resident Evil TV series.
What was it? Infinite Darkness or something like that?
1 second. I got the name right here. I had it literally a second ago.
It was last night, because I remember I was lying there about 12:30 trying to get to sleep, and I just got a ping from you, and I see this thing like
Infinite Darkness. Yeah, it's Infinite Darkness.
Yeah. So I see he's like a leaked trailer from Portugal, and like, I gotta look at that in the morning. I opened it up today, the link that you sent me. This has been copyrighted by Netflix. I'm like, I shouldn't be surprised by that.
Okay, so the trailer. Well, okay. By the time I've edited this video and it's up, it'll be out. I think they officially announced it at the Tokyo Games, the game show. But yeah, Netflix Portugal, for fuck's sake. Out of all the places that it's like Netflix Portugal, I don't know why. I mean, that's the sticking point is for me, that it's that Netflix that got it. It's Is
Resident Evil popular in Portugal?
Maybe. It's a worldwide.
I don't see any reason why not.
Maybe they really like zombies. Yeah. So we thought
any of our Portuguese viewers, write into us.
Hello,
tell us the connection to zombies.
Yes. Maybe they're like really big like Romero fans and we just never knew about it. Anyway. So yeah, that's one of the 2 Resident Evil TV shows they're currently doing, because they're also doing the live action one following. It's kind of a prequel sidequel of the game series, following the story of Wesker's twin daughters. Raj, if you know who that is, completely
I have played 4 and 5.
He is the blonde dickhead.
Yes, I know. Yeah, he's the one in 5 who does like all the Matrix thing, and it's that really annoying boss battle that took you 2
we love him. We love Wesker here.
Chris!
Complete global saturation. Or one of Patrick's favorites, which is wait! Don't open that door! Oh, Resident Evil 1, your terrible voice acting.
Where Wesker looked like Johnny Bravo.
Oh my god!
Less buff Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, and like if Johnny Bravo had just gone under like a short bridge really quickly. Yeah. Anyway, so we actually. Moving from Resident Evil to Resident Evil, we thought we'd go over a few of the old episode topics and get Raj's opinion on them. So, in the first episode, we talked about Resident Evil. So, you said you played 4 and 5, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Are they the only ones you followed, or have you seen the movies, the CGI ones, or the?
I can't say I have. I mean, it's not a series that I have a particular connection to. I do have fairly fond memories of playing through the co-op of Resident Evil 5 with a friend.
I mean, let's be honest, that's the only way to play that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine playing that single player.
The AI is abysmal. I remember playing it, and okay, Patrick always corrects me. What's the second character's called?
Sheva.
I always call it Sheva.
Sheva, yeah.
Yeah, it's getting hit once, and getting a little tiny bit of health chipped off, and then watch her chase me for 10 minutes trying to use our only health spray. It's like, no, get away from me. At least 6 things leave you alone.
Is the health spray a thing in all the games? And is it always like deodorant that you just spray on yourself?
It looks like
Okay.
yeah. Or
So
in Resident Evil 6, it turns into like a wee Tic Tac holder.
A Tic Tac? You mean like one of those tab?
Oh yeah, I forgot. All the Resident Evil games. You've not played 6. Yeah.
I've not. No.
Yeah, you break your the herbs down into like a wee Tic Tac thing.
So the herbs have now transitioned into tablets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Tic Tac.
Instead of the old edible, it is now a tab. Sorry. I'm sorry.
You just imagine that you need to heal up, and there's a zombie coming towards you, and you're like, "Wait, I need to get my water out." So
or turns into one of those fucking American Mentos adverts of ting, boom, ready for my day, bang. So
this is what it feels like to chew 5 gum.
Welcome to the family, son.
Actually, no. You do realize as soon as you say that, I'm just going to edit in the "Welcome to the Family, Son" from Resident Evil 7. Oh, Raj, you play Resident Evil 7. It's great.
It looks scary.
It is scary. Or play Resident Evil 3, which is just
scary
fun.
game.
Play Resident Evil 3 then. It's only a wee bit scary. Not really scary. More.
I like games that aren't scary, but games that are like, I don't know, games like Bloodborne, which have a sort of macabre tone to it with crazy stuff on the screen, but it's not scary.
You like the horror aesthetic. You just don't like being scared.
Yes.
I mean, having played Souls games, I'm sort of surprised by that statement. Considering I don't like things scary. It's like half the shit in those.
Yeah, but I think with Bloodborne, even though it's chasing you, you know it's going to fuck you up. You know where you stand with everything. The only jump scare is going to happen is if like a mutated dog crow is going to get you around the corner, or that one.
No, the worst bit's when you go down this. The worst bit's when you go down this elevator and there's just this massive huge bulge of eyeballs, and it's in the dark, and you just turn
where
around
you're going with that.
and you see just these eyes just looking at you, and it's like it's really bad. But apart from that, it's fine.
Shout out to our Twitch, which we do once a week. We are currently 5 bosses into Dark Souls 3. Nice. I can't remember. How far did we get? We had to stop because the Northern Ireland / Belfast COVID regulations have changed again, so he's not allowed to come here. And we were just doing hot seat for who played. Mm-hmm. I think it was the big hat witch one you eventually killed because I lost the will to live fighting her. The bitch.
That would be it, yes.
Yeah. If you want to join us again, twitch.tv/this isn't my code, or I might start editing smaller best of clips for the website. So that might happen.
Are you guys going to do Bloodborne after that?
Oh, I want to. I really want to. I love Bloodborne. I'm really bad at these games, man. I am terrible at them, but I want to play it. I want to play more.
Because I don't know. Obviously, they're starting to become lists of the best games of the last generation.
Yeah,
and Bloodborne does tend to be up there, and I would definitely put it up there for sure.
I think the last time I seen one of those lists included all 3 of the major Souls games right now, which is Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, and Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. Mm-hmm. I've only played Dark Souls. Well, no, I played a bit of Bloodborne, but I've not like buckled in for it. I'm not like, okay, let's just do this. Let's bang my head against that wall until I enjoy it. It's more of a okay.
I played Demon Souls, Dark Souls, and recently finished Dark Souls 2, though I only went through a bit of the DLC. I just kind of got to the point where I accidentally killed the last boss without realizing it was the last boss. And I have this thing where if I kill the last boss in the game, I kind of lose the will to play the rest of the game. So if there's other side content, I'd rather do that before fighting the final boss,
Hey, this might end up in the episode, but remember I said earlier that Zoom wasn't being a bastard? Running out of time. This meeting will end in 10 minutes.
Oh, for God's sake.
Nice. Almighty. Maybe I'll just...
You jinxed it?
No, it happened the other day. I think it's because we're recording it. But yeah, same as last episode. Fuck you, Zoom. Unless you want to sponsor us, and then we will say nothing but nice things about you. Okay, then quickly let's move on to which episode 2 was about. Episode 2, we were talking about adaptations, be it from game to film or vice versa. Raj, have you any favorites?
Any favorites?
Video game
film,
they
haven't been very good though, right?
Yeah. Okay. Our conversation literally turned into either it's so good or it's so bad it's amazing, or do you know what? This is okay, or this is fun.
Yeah. People have watched the recent films like Detective Pikachu and Sonic the Hedgehog and said, you know what? Those are probably the best video game adaptations we've had. And that pretty much tells you everything you need to know, right?
Yeah, but there's also been like other animated ones which are good and amazing and fun. But I still stand by Castlevania, the Netflix series, is fucking amazing. Yeah. Also, another thing recently, apparently, fans are petitioning Tom Holland to play Link in the Legend of Zelda movie. I'm like, that guy, you know what? He would make a good Teen Link, even though he's like 23 now.
Yeah, he's kind of got the build for it, yeah.
He's got the... Dude, actually, talk about video game movies. He's currently making the Uncharted movie. He's Nathan Drake.
Sorry, just so Tom Holland's in like Spider-Man Tom Holland, right?
Yeah. And he's playing Nathan Drake in the Uncharted movie. But it's like young Nathan Drake with...
Okay, fair enough, because I would have said like Chris Pine more of a...
Do you know how long... Oh, fuck, I know. I'm not a big fan of Chris Pine, right? I should know. But do you know how long this has been in production? This Uncharted movie? Originally, Mark Wahlberg was supposed to play Nathan Drake. Yeah?
Yeah, that's what I heard, yeah.
Mark Wahlberg is now playing Sully, Nathan Drake's older mentor sidekick. I'm not even joking. That's how long this has been in production.
So what was like 5 years plus or something? Or
how long is it? Since the first fucking game came out, this movie's been in development. Also, I'm already worried because the last video game movie he was involved with was Max Payne.
Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah, which was fucking terrible. Okay, other part of the question.
He's also like not a good actor.
Okay, right. Okay. Hold up. I both agree and disagree with that statement because, he's been in some shit. And when he phones it in, it's like phoning it in from Norway. He really phones in. But when he gets a movie he really tries with, he's good. He can be funny. He can be serious. He can do a lot of stuff. But when he phones it in, it's a grind.
You've seen The Happening, right?
Oh, God.
Are you boys planning on stealing something? No, ma'am, we're not.
No,
planning on murdering me in my sleep?
No.
I mean, you say that, but just the Transformers films he's in.
Okay, right. The Transformers movies, right? You can tell he's having fun. That's all you can really tell is he's having fun. Not many people are, though. Okay, so moving on to the other side of it, are there any movie video games you've enjoyed? Adaptations?
I do think that there's been a shift where it used to be that we had just games that were just flat out released at a similar time as the movie and they were rushed out as kind of shovelware essentially to
one of the worst
cash in on when the movie was coming.
E.T. the extraterrestrial. Let's go find that landfill.
I think we're starting to get somewhere with these games, but I think the games tend to be better when they aren't actually based on the movie. So I remember when Arkham Asylum came out, that was around the time where people were kind of really interested in the Dark Knight film.
Okay,
and I know it's not adaptation. I know, but it was still cashing in on that same sort of popularity of Batman at that time.
But the funny thing is, the only reason the game got made is because they cancelled the Dark Knight tie-in.
But in a sense, it helped the game, though, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, Batman. The thing is, you slap Batman on anything, it's already going to help. Yeah, I'm still going to go with like the likes of Rockstar's The Warriors or something like that.
Lord of the Rings, Two Towers, and Return of the King. And actually, a good game that it followed the basis of the film, but was a complete sort of tangent as well. Minority Report.
Yes,
where it did not star Tom Cruise.
Okay. So we will this will come a blending from part 1 into part 2 very quickly because we got like 4.5 minutes left. So Episode 3. Raj, any next gen games that are coming and being built? Woo! Any of them you're looking forward to? Be it PC, Xbox, whatever Nintendo's going to do, or PC or PlayStation? PlayStation was one I forgot.
I mean, I think obviously everyone's going to be interested in Cyberpunk. I'm really interested to see how that turns out. I hope it's not going to be like another sort of Watch Dogs thing where everyone got really excited and then it wasn't very good. But I think CD Projekt Red as a studio,
that's based on the fact the only reason I don't think that is because of them.
Since they made the Witcher games and they've delivered, huge games with a lot of depth in terms of sort of characters and writing, and actually being just huge epic adventures that aren't boring and just full of nothingness. I think that's definitely going to inspire a lot more confidence, I think.
Well, one of the reasons I'm looking forward to it is because I love a good bit of sci-fi. I love a bit of cyberpunk and whatnot. But one, it's the developers because, The Witcher is a beautiful giant game, which one day I will sit down and actually finish The Witcher 3. I promise. I will. I just haven't done it yet. But it's also...
And I may or may not play any of the Witcher games.
That's okay, Patrick. But anyway, so they talked about multiplayer. The game will have multiplayer, but the multiplayer, it's almost being worked on as if it's a different game. It's not being released till 6 to 8 months after the main game's being launched. That's how big and how much time they're putting on a different aspect of the game entirely to focus on the single player.
You see, you say that because as soon as you said they're working on it separately, I'm thinking, is this going to be another Resident Evil 3 Resistance? But you're saying it's going to be released afterwards, so that's a good sign. Okay.
I don't hate that game. I actually kind of enjoy playing it.
But the problem is it took away from the single player.
I think Resident Evil 3, most of it was going to be a cash in anyway because Capcom made so much money with the first 2 remakes, and we're going to get Resident Evil 4 eventually. My hair is fucking annoying me tonight. Okay, so you're about to see a very weird transition here because the recording is about to end. And 3, 2, 1, we're back. Hey, fuck Zoom. Anyway, so that was our next gen bit. That was our episode in that. Basically, we were talking about PS4 stuff because it was the PS4 show, I think. I think that's what we were talking about originally?
PS5, you mean?
Was it episode 5?
No, it was the PS5.
Oh, PS5. Next gen stuff. Oh, you playing Nintendo, child? Is that a Pikachu? Anyway, so that was next gen stuff. After that, that was when we did the quiz and neither of you two were there. I should have saved some of those questions. That was fun. Okay, it wasn't. It was terrible, but also I may have made Egerton sad. But after that, we had episode 5, which was a remix, reboots, and reimaginings. So, Raj, on the spot, do you have a remake, reboot, and reimagining that you like?
So I guess it's a tough question. I think probably one that springs to mind is Blade Runner 2049. I consider it to be a reboot of the franchise. It had been a long time since the original film, and you could say that it's a straight up sequel of the original Blade Runner. But I think it's such a radical departure in many ways that I don't really think it is just a straight sequel.
It is, well, on a technical level, yes, it is a straight sequel, but thematically, it is reimagining it because by the time that movie came out, we'd passed when the original was supposed to be set. Yeah. Blade Runner is technically a period movie now. There we go. That's a very strange thought. Lock my chair so I'll stop squeaking. But yeah, oh god, I want to watch that movie again. It's so fucking pretty. I can't wait for Dune. For the same reason, it's going to be really pretty as well.
Same director.
Yeah, that's right. It's like, I can't wait for it. Did you see the trailer?
I did, yes.
I have not seen Dune at all.
Okay, here are your options. 1, watch the director's cut of the David Lynch one, but I warn you, it's a film by David Lynch. You've got the sci-fi TV adaptations, but I think they were adaptations of the sequels. Or I'm pretty sure there's Audible books. I'd recommend reading.
And there's the board game.
Oh my fucking god! The timing on that was amazing. Oh Christ! That was actually, Raj, well done on that. Like, I wasn't expecting you to da na na na. Oh damn it! I actually had a bunch of books in here, and one of them was the Dune book, but I put them on the room. They're not around my desk. Shit.
Is Dune's that old style RTS game as well? Isn't that the one that has all your bases belong to us? Isn't it?
No, that's not Dune. But Dune 2, the game Dune 2, is pretty much the ancestor to the modern RTS game, which is pretty cool.
So when you say like ancestor, I think like the earliest RTS I can think of is like Command and Conquer.
Yeah. But the systems they set up kind of became. It's like saying Doom or Wolfenstein is the ancestor to Call of Duty or Halo. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, any straight remakes?
Play the Dune board game.
Fuck's sake, I really kind of do. I miss board games, man. I have so many here. Oh, I should do game night. I want to do game night. Online. It'd be fun. Okay, any straight remakes you like? That is a hard question, though, because remakes are sometimes shit. Though my favorite film of all time is a remake.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, I'm trying to remember what that is now.
John Carpenter's The Thing.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Is right, yes, because I remember we talked about this. I remember what the original one was, and I happened to catch the end of that one.
Oh, I watched it with you. It was amazing. Oh, Christ. If I can find it, we should do a movie night. Yeah, any remakes or reboots that you actually like?
God, I can't think of a single one.
Though on the way you mentioned the Blade Runner sequel, there are a few of things that do kind of follow that. Like every Alien movie made in the last like five to 6 years kind of follows that. Shit, we're back to Ridley Scott. Ridley Scott.
What was that, like Prometheus and Covenant, right?
Yeah, because they're not prequels, they're not really sequels, but they're
there. Yeah,
the reimagining of hey, here's our original concept.
Aren't they more spin-offs though?
Kinda, but he's currently working on another movie now, which might be unrelated, but still might have Michael Fassbender in it.
He was the android, wasn't he?
Yes, and in Covenant, he was both of the androids.
Yes.
Oh Dude, my god!
Just leave the Alien franchise alone. Can Ridley just leave it alone?
I'm just going to drop in here the clip of Michael Fassbender saying,
"I'll do the fingering."
I would love to see James Cameron take another crack at it. Because
which ones did he do?
He did Aliens. He did the perfect sequel.
He did Aliens, yeah.
David
Fincher did Alien 3.
Honestly, I'm saying this now. I'm surprised David Fincher still wanted to make movies after Alien 3. Watch the making of... No, seriously. Watch the making of the original quadrilogy. Alien 1 is, well, we weren't really sure what we were doing, but we really wanted to get the atmosphere. And you see Geiger going, yes, so it's sexual, it's a penis, and male rape. And the writer going, yeah, it was big when I had the stomach ache. And, them go through. Alien's like, well, we wanted to build off what had gone before and really just make it bigger and better, make it a war movie, and Vietnam influences, blah, 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 blah. Alien 3 is, anyway, after 19 different screenwriters, 17 scripts, one involving a wooden planet and an alien shape, we came to this one, which got rewrote 5 times during the movie, and I'm surprised David Fincher didn't hang himself, because, oh my god, every interview during production, he just looked so tired and worn out. And just at the end of his fucking rope. It's like they tore out scripts after being written. They removed scenes the day after being filmed. They repainted the sets. Michael Biehn sued them during production because they used his face. He got paid more for his, remember like there's Hicks's image when they're talking about how he died? He got paid more for that than he did for Aliens. Like,
sorry, you lost me at Alien Sheep because now I'm like, I want to see that film.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yeah.
Actually,
do androids dream of alien sheep? That's the question.
Don't give Ridley Scott any more ideas. I'm currently watching Raised by Wolves. It's fucking weird, and he's on androids, and then she turns bronze and silver and screams, and people blow up. I'm not sure what's wrong with Ridley Scott right now, but I need him to calm down.
What do you mean now? He's been like this for a while.
I know. Oh yeah, I blame Russell Crowe. I don't know why I blame Russell Crowe, but I blame Russell Crowe. Then
do you all not remember The Counselor, where Cameron Diaz had sex with a car? Because I didn't forget.
I've never seen that movie.
The Counselor.
Is that the wait? Is that the one with like Javier Bardem, like frosted tips and shit?
I think so. Yes.
Why does he keep doing bad things to his hair for movies? Okay, then watch the making of Alien Resurrection, because it's all like while they're in production, not after the sense. Like, yes, this will reinvigorate the franchise. It's amazing. It's a piece of art. Everyone went, yeah. I'm really happy working in this movie. It's a really important thing. I think it'll make a really good step forward. It's like hindsight, motherfuckers. You should have had it. That being said, I would love to see an Alien TV show, which might happen. Disney is currently looking into doing like I say adult version of Disney Plus for mature stuff, so they can put up, Logan and Deadpool, other films they now own, and also more mature content from like Star Wars and shit. So yeah, might get an Alien TV show, which I'm kind of okay with. It'd be cool. Okay.
I mean, if you think of like what happens in like, okay, take for example, Alien vs Predator's Requiem, right? That is an film, right? But you see, if you took that concept and like stretch it over like a season of
Honestly,
TV show,
yeah,
that would be cool.
Okay, you just brought up the one movie out of the entire franchise of both Alien and Predator I refuse to watch again because it is so fucking bad. Raj, have you seen this movie?
Alien vs Predator.
The second one.
Oh, 2? No.
Don't. Because one, the Pred alien is shit. He's just like weird, and they've got the dreadlocks, and just it's not good. And then everything that's in it seems to either be it's far too dark to see anything. The main characters all suck, and you're really hoping to die. And when they do that, it's like, yay, you died, you fucker. And then
the ones that survive at the end, you're like, how
not you.
are you?
Not you, creepy prisoner guy who's like really whiny. He's like, get to the chopper. It's like, fuck you. You do not get to do that line. Not you prick. But then it's just like the gore is like way over the top. Not even like fun over the top gore.
Yeah.
But more mean. Like the first person to get a facehugger is a kid. The stuff with the pregnant woman, that just seems. See, Patrick's reaction? That's the reaction. That sums it up. It just seems gratuitous and Yeah. Whereas Alien vs Predator 1 is stupid, but it's fun.
Yeah.
You know? What was it? You want a piece of me, you ugly son of a bitch? Gah! Great crack. It was fun. Second one, gratuitous, and it just wasn't not even fun. Like when I like a bit of gore. I like some genuinely fucked up stuff sometimes. Even Covenant with the fucking backburster, the wee monkey thing that comes to the guy's back. That I don't feel that is anywhere near as gratuitous as.
I mean, you like Evil Dead. That says enough.
Evil Dead's fucking fun though. Groovy. Yeah. Then we had a Star Wars special because Patrick had just finished the Clone Wars on TV. Raj, have you any feelings on Star Wars?
Don't ask my opinion on Star Wars. I don't want to offend all your listeners. Please don't do it.
Okay, would anyone like to join me for the next 5 minutes while we bitch about the Rise of Skywalker?
No, it's not even that.
Really? It's okay, to be fair, I get why it's not even that. But it's such a broad... Okay, no, let's go something positive. How weird is it that the prequels are now good thanks to the internet and memes? Like, literally, the internet and memes...
Did you see the meme of this guy saying that all of the Star Wars movie titles are wrong?
Yes, I love that.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's really good.
It's like, that makes perfect sense. They all, like... Oh, 1 second. Wait. I want to see if I can get the list up. Sorry for this wrong typing. Do as quickly as possible so we don't run out of time. I start with wrong. Well, have you got the list for me?
I mean, even before like the memes and all that, I mean, the prequels are almost worth it because it gave us the Clone Wars series, both of them.
Yeah, okay. This is going back to the Nerd X actual written articles. Because one of the last ones I got to do before it unfortunately went was how, thanks to the Clone Wars and Rebels and stuff and the comics and miscellaneous, how I stopped hating the prequels because I realized I don't anymore. Well, I still hate the second one. Attack of the Clones is still a
just shit.
Terrible. It's a terrible movie. Like,
yep.
I don't like sand.
This is what I don't like about this is what I don't like about Star Wars.
Go on.
Everyone talks about the flipping prequels so much just because they're part of the Star Wars series.
But it's hard not
No. You have half of the films in the franchise that aren't good films, and yet people like the franchise, which is fine. But it's not like everyone's talking about Godfather 3 because it's part of the Godfather series all the time. God, so it's not like, terrible. By virtue of it being part of a good series, we should still be talking about it years later. It's just like, they're not good films. Move on.
Yeah. Okay, half the films, yes, aren't the greatest, but then Star Wars has brought us Knights of the Republic and fucking Revan. So I mean, that more than makes up.
Okay. Oh no! I'm actually wanting to see this. It brought us
the Christmas special, though. So
I want to see this argument play out. I'm currently immediately on the fence with this right now. Both of you have 30 seconds to make your statement. Raj, you may begin.
My point's been made. It's just that half the series is not good.
I would say,
even in the original trilogy, even in the original trilogy, people will say that there are parts of Episode 6 that aren't very good as well. So you're starting to look at, not very much of the series being well regarded, let's say.
Okay. Patrick, your counter argument.
Well, yes, no, I agree that from Episode 6, you can start to see it as a steady decline, but nevertheless, you have to look at, I'll put it this way, you kind of have to wade through the shit in order to get to the really good bits. Now, yes, Episode 1 wasn't horrible. There were some bits in it, like, well, basically Anakin, but still, it was worth it going through all of it just to see the kind of rise of Darth Vader. And then, of course, it brought us, like the Clone Wars, the cartoon series by the same guys who did Samurai Jack, and then the Clone Wars series leading to the final season we got recently, and then all of that then leading up to us being able to get things like gems like Rogue One and The Mandalorian, and Knights of the Republic 1 and 2, and it's just
okay. One, I'm going to cut you off because you've had more time than Raj. But here's my counter argument: Star Trek has had more good films than Star Wars. I'm about to die on that. I will die on that hill.
Okay, but just to counter the counter argument, I get you want to see how Darth Vader became Darth Vader, but who asked for this? Surely he's a better character having not known who he was.
I would agree with you on that one. It's
almost like being careful what you wish for. We just talked about Alien. We just talked about the fact that we keep seeing Alien movies when really we might be better off just stop. Sometimes we don't need to know all the details. Yeah. Sometimes there's beauty in ambiguity.
Moving on quite well, actually, because the next episode was the DC special, because the DC Fandom event happened. And one of the comics they're talking about...
Sorry, did we ever get that recorded successfully?
Yeah, it's up. It's on the website.
Yeah, because I remember
we did 3 attempts. We had three separate attempts, and Zoom just killed them each time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the exact point you made about Darth Vader, the whole we don't need this character's origin. DC Comics are explaining a question no one ever really wanted the answer to. And
sorry. The question or a question?
Motherfucker, let me finish the damn thing. I love the question, but no, the question is not part of this question. Because a Comic-Con right now called The Three Jokers, which makes out that the entire time there's been 3 Jokers. And that we're going to get an origin for the Joker when we don't need an origin for the Joker. Ever. The closest thing we had to was Alan Moore's one, but even then, in context, the story is well, that's how I'm remembering it today. It's not this. Keep it vague. Like Christopher Nolan literally went out of his way to keep the Joker origin out of his film, so the Joker can be this creature who is just here. His origin doesn't matter. It's how he plays in the story. Explaining it just.
Sorry, just on the point of the three Jokers. Do they all look the same? Because the one that starts
kinda. It's stupid. I've one issues out of so far, and there's literally three Jokers, and they all look kinda alike. And it's like
so. I mean, is this just a new thing, or is this been a thing that like, and no one's sort of like, wait, is that
no?
Wait, there's more than one Joker.
Like, okay, yeah, this is stupid as fuck. Get Raj, I can see you literally in the hand like this. Yeah, it's really stupid.
Do you not think we've run out of ideas? I just think maybe we've all run out of ideas.
Yes and
just
no.
Give up.
It's more franchises. Actually, that's a very good point. Franchises like Alien, Marvel, DC, Star Wars, whatever. All the original stuff is really good. Like, here's a universe, here's some rules, here's some special things about the rules. Build on that. But it's when they go into the nitty-gritty going, well, now we're going to explain this one thing that was really, really cool, but there's no perfect way to explain this one thing. Like, in Star Wars, Patrick was making a good point of, we got the Knights of the Old Republic. That's an ancient bit of history that doesn't affect the shit we already have. We're getting the TV series. We're getting the Mandalorian. Mandalorian is a great show because here's this fun little universe. Here's a story that doesn't fuck around with the shit you did. Like, I think that's one of the reasons the sequels have done so badly. Is it's like, hey, remember Luke Skywalker? Do you want to see him depressed and homeless as a hermit? Hey! hey, do you like Han Solo, the puckish rogue? Do you want to see him get old and die?
Isn't that like the plot of Logan, though?
Yeah, but Logan's whole thing was the point of it rather than, let's just grind more shit out of it.
Like it's sort of, it's sort of
also,
sprinkled in.
It was an actor going, hey, I want to go out on a high with this character where I can never play him again. Oh, Logan.
Is it accepted he got that high?
Wait, what?
I did not like Logan.
No, I can understand.
Really?
That.
I mean, it's a very different movie for Fox's X-Men.
No, I get that. It's just, I'll put it this way: I preferred the Wolverine, not the
Okay, I can maybe get that way because the Wolverine was fun spectacle and you know.
It almost did cover the whole maybe theme of like him dealing with his own mortality and sort of like, do I want to, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Was the Wolverine the one where he reaches inside his rib cage to pull out the metal cockroach?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Proceed.
Yeah. Also, Christ, no. Now we're going to go on the whole fact that none of Fox's X-Men movies make sense ever for canon. Ever. In the original trilogy, there's three different actresses playing Kitty Pryde. There's like 7 different things that make no sense. The time travel thing just
wait, isn't that the same girl playing it in the second and third film?
No.
Wasn't that?
First actress was some random girl who ran through a wall. Second actress was some younger girl who fell through a floor and got chased around by soldiers during Wolverine's big mansion.
But that was but from third onwards, that was the same one that was in
Ellen Page.
Yeah, and that was the one that was in Days of Future Past, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then that fucking time travel shit. Christ, I'm now annoyed. Okay, this is also why I'm annoyed. Make a nice little universe to build off. Don't fuck up this. This is 7. Imagine this is like a holy scripture. Don't fuck it up. But franchises that add time travel very rarely work. Not counting the Abrams Star Trek stuff because that was a nice little segue of.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, it's a new thing.
I mean, you're talking about like time travel and like fucking with a franchise. When Warcraft did it, now this is the thing, right? So, given Warcraft, you have the villains.
Okay, wait. We have gone on a segue to segue to segue to segue. Raj, the last episode was a DC special. Is there any comic book or superhero stuff that you like?
I went that way. I wanted to hear
I forgot
about
that was
Warcraft.
the original question.
Yeah, that was the original question. And then we want to
I want to hear about Warcraft, though.
Okay,
It could be about Warcraft first.
Yes, Patrick, go on about Warcraft.
Okay, I'll just make it quick. So in Warcraft 3, one of the final boss you fight was, of course, Archimonde, part of the campaign. So the thing is, you killed him, and then that was him dead. But then Warlords of Draenor, he's the last boss in the thing, right? So, but the whole premise of Warlords of Draenor is that you go back in time before the events of like Warcraft 3 and all that. But given the way Warcraft and time travel works, it's not him in the past. It's not Archimonde in the past. It's literally the same guy, and he has the same memories of fighting you. And you're like, but wait, how the fuck does that work? If you know what I mean? So it's like, how the fuck can he exist in two places at the same time, have the same memories, and then So I mean, you talk about time travel getting fuckery, then yes, that's a perfect example.
Yeah. Time travel's a bitch. Very rarely does it work.
I don't think because we don't understand how it works. Like a filmmaker isn't going to understand how it works.
Yeah,
so if you put it into film, you obviously have to take some liberties and sort of, do some jazz hands and just say, well, it kind of works.
I think the last chunk of this video is going to put us with time travel. I'm okay with time travel if, one, they establish their rules. Two, they establish what the outcome will be. And three, they don't fuck around after they've done that. Because you have like the Back to the Future trilogy.
I think they did that perfectly.
Yeah, they stay within their stuff. The Star Trek one, they go with the whole, well, this is the Star Trek Abrams one, which is Spock goes back in time, therefore he creates a new timeline or universe. That's why you have Sexy Kirk and Moody Spock and White Khan, even though he's supposed to be a Sikh, even though he was originally played by a Hispanic actor. Khan's casting has always been weird. Then you have the X-Men one, which is complete fuck around because it's like it reboots the franchise, kinda, even though right. Days of Future Past was a high, but the aftermath was, Apocalypse, and I still have not seen Dark Phoenix. I have no interest in seeing Dark Phoenix. Dark Phoenix is shit.
What? If we're going to talk about like this in terms of setting the rules and that, Endgame, because they literally make this joke of like, you don't know how time travel works.
But still, Endgame set the rules out, even though they were vague enough for them to get away with a bit of shit with, oh shit, we lost the stones. Oh shit, Loki got away. For his own Disney Plus spin-off. But at the same time, but as long as we do this one thing, we'll fix it. And one thing was the end with Captain America going back in time and...
Yeah. But wait, but since past Thanos died in the future, does that not mean that one timeline's fucked?
Or that one timeline is amazing.
Well, there's only one possible universe in which it works out. That's what Doctor Strange said.
Yeah, but once again, they didn't fuck up their thing in the middle. They didn't suddenly turn around and make, because of time travel, Iron Man is now played by Bruce Campbell. They didn't, Thor's now...
I would totally watch that.
Okay, so would I. I made a really bad example, but still. They didn't fuck up their main thing. They left it with enough...
With Endgame, with the time travel, I kind of just didn't... It's not like I didn't care, but I kind of was like, you know what, it's fine. Like, I know obviously when you have an ending like Infinity War, you know that what they're going to have to do in order to fix that is going to be a little silly, but it's entertaining. And I think that, sometimes people just need to not think about the details sometimes. It's the same with all of these like adaptations of really understanding the specific part of this cinematic universe in, movies upon movies upon movies. Yeah. Sometimes the details just aren't important. Just have a good time, enjoy life.
Very good point. Also, because you've now got me onto the whole Marvel thing, the time travel thing, as a fan, made sense to introduce their next big bad, which they're going to because they cast him. And that's Kang the Conqueror. I'm a villain from the year 30,000. I am the emperor of all I see, but because of some time travel stuff in your time period, my empire's died. I've come back in time to fix it. And it's he's been played by, I had to Google this really quickly, Jonathan Majors, who I'm 1,000% okay with this. He's he's being introduced in the next Ant-Man movie.
Wasn't he Prime Minister?
That's fuck off. Also, God, he wouldn't be. He is currently star of Lovecraft Country, which is fuck me, that's a fun show. Is anyone else watching it?
Looks like now.
I haven't watched it yet.
I need people to watch that. It's great.
It does look really good, though.
It's I can't wait for more of it. Like last was all about like a flashback, and then it turned into one of my Japanese animes. That will make sense if you've watched the episode. It's good though.
I think I know his face, but I can't think of what I've seen him in.
He's been in a few things. He's really good in that. I really want to see what he does with it. So we talked about all that, and it's been fun. But yeah, all things do have to come to a close. So let's wrap it up with a nice bit of chat. Because banter is the way to go, and banter just makes everything a wee bit better, especially in this dark time where insert motherfucker. Well,
that's great timing on that.
I wanted to bleep out that licensed music for the ringtone.
Amazing timing on that.
Especially goes with insert and then suddenly your phone fucking rings. So yeah. Give me a second here, man. Fucking hell, man. Why'd you do that to me?
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
And you can play the Dune port. Okay, I'm not going to do that bit again.
Okay, no, if we were literally all, because we're not. Me and Patrick are in Belfast. Raj is in London. You're not. I know you're in London. So is Egerton and everyone else. But if geography wasn't a bad thing to us, and Zoom wasn't a bastard, I'd want to do games. Like I'm tempted to do. Like I know you can do the VR digital board game thing when you play Monopoly and shit together. I would love to do a tabletop RPG online with you guys for the website. But yeah.
I mean, it's tabletop sim. If you
oh my god! As I said, Zoom. The message comes up. We have another 10 minutes.
All right, 10 minutes then. There's tabletop sim if you want to do some stuff on there.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, nothing's going to be the same as playing in person, which you obviously can't do at the moment. But unfortunately,
I'm taking that soundbite out of context for the next year.
What soundbite?
Well, it's not the same as playing in person, but sorry.
Wait, no.
I know.
No, I debate that soundbite.
Get your head out of the gutter, you.
It's not even out of the gutter. It's out of the gutter that's like 15,000 feet in the air. It's such a obscure gutter.
It'd be a very clean gutter if it was that high up.
It would be very clean.
Or it would be really horrible, depending on air pollution. Anyway, so speaking of that, I might organize a one-shot for Call of Cthulhu because I've run Call of Cthulhu before. I've run the competition game for a local convention called QCon.
I won it.
You won? Oh yeah. So, Raj, do you know what Call of Cthulhu is? Beyond the book by H.P. Lovecraft.
Ish.
It's a table. Okay, so it's a tabletop RPG, which is very easy to run, very easy to play. That's the reason I like it. You can just get barreling into it. Patrick used to have zero luck with my games.
The worst.
One of the games. So it's mild homebrew, just so they can make it a wee bit easier for new players. One of my games had Patrick taking a shot, crit missing. So therefore, I made him roll to see who in the party he shot. He shot himself and critted damage and killed himself on his first move of combat.
The first move of that combat?
Yeah. Wow. That's like how bad Patrick's luck used to be. Patrick used to get, this was a term we used in our little circle, was Patrick a Patrick. But what was the one you won? What was the campaign that you won?
There was the Yellow King or something like that.
Wait. No, I think it was one before that.
Well, I mean, I won the competition. I didn't win the game.
Oh, yeah, you died. Okay, yeah, you died. But you died spectacularly and as a hero. And yeah. So Patrick's done really, really, really well after breaking it because he's found his perfect character. Unlike his previous character, who was a photographer, who didn't know how to use a camera. because of his skill set. He
Yep.
then became a different photographer, but the mindset completely changed. Suddenly became Marty. Marty's like a fucking 1930s newspaper boy. Would
I
you
got
like
the
to
big
do
scoop, boss.
And then I suddenly turned to his boss. Yeah, my boy, Marty. You my boy. Paint me a word picture, Marty. Paint me a picture with your words.
I almost imagine our relationship is like the relationship between Jonah Jameson and Peter Parker,
Except
if they
this
actually
one,
liked each other.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, and the games get pretty fucking mad. One of my games ended with the player character dying, but in their final act, they headbutted the elder god Dagon with like a flying headbutt and killed it. But because he was already on so little health, the damage he took doing it killed him. But yeah, so my games get really, really fun. They're really easy to get into. And I wouldn't mind trying to do one for the website, but I don't know if I want to do Call of Cthulhu because it's not niche, but at the same time, it's not got a giant player base. It's not like D&D. Though I do know Patrick really wants to run D&D. Maybe not for the site, though. Maybe? I don't want to speak for you.
See, the thing is that I think I like the idea of it, but then I don't think I have the persistence of it to be like, okay, I
like the concept. I just don't like to play with you people.
No, I like the concept. Like you said, I just don't think I have the ability to deliver an entire, campaign.
Fair enough. Then there's also streaming stuff. We stream every Thursday night at twitch.tv/this isn't my code. Go subscribe because you love me. We've been playing a lot of Deathwing because we're just
for the Emperor.
We're not even hiding the Warhammer fans anymore. For the Emperor, brother. Yeah, all that stuff. Which we may get Raj involved with in one of the streams because I know he has a PS4.
I do indeed have one of those PlayStation 4s. Perhaps you've heard of it. Available in all good retailers.
Except that one, and you know what you did.
Thanks, Sony.
Hey, sponsor me, please. We'll find a game. Might do something with that. But yeah.
Let's do some Fall Guys.
Fun. Oh, I'd love to do Fall Guys. I've never won, but I like to do it anyway. Then there's also Call of Duty Warzone? Yes. I'm not a big Call of Duty fan. I'm not. But Warzone is kind of a fun thing just to drop in with.
It's actually, I'm not a Call of Duty fan either, but it's actually a fun game.
I'm also not a fan of the Battle Royale thing.
Well, I think it does it in a way that kind of feels right. I think it's quite generous in the sense that people can come back a lot. You can pay money, and so you can die multiple times and still be in a match. Well, and that's very different to Fortnite, where if you die, that's it.
You're dead. And you're probably killed by 12-year-olds who'll do like a floss. I can't floss. It's something to do with your arms, but I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
They probably do that over you, and it'll be embarrassing. But yeah, we'll try to plan something. I'm getting a new computer way sooner than I thought, so yay, I'll be able to edit more. So might be taking some stuff off Twitch, putting it on in some way or form. Now, the podcast is going to go away for a wee while, but we will be back in some shape or form. It might be a bit more of a social thing with more people coming in to chat and possibly other people hosting every now and again because, hey, social. But this will be us wrapping up here. It has been great to do this for you because it's a nice wee thing to keep us busy during this fucking pandemic. Anyway, so I've been David.
I'm Patrick.
And then
you can also try the Dune board game.
Got that, Raj.
Worst bit is, I'm like, I really want to play that fucking board game, though, you bastard.
It's really good. You should do it at some point.
Somehow, somewhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, have fun.
I've been Raj. Yeah,
he's been Raj.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone be safe, be lovely, be nice to each other, except for Greg. Greg, you know you did. You're dead to me. And bye.
Nothing's going to be the same as, playing in person.